Alright there guys, and welcome back to another video. So, with the summer anime season in full swing now, there's been one show that was announced a while ago that I was very excited to watch, and even more excited when it finally got announced when it would be airing. That of course is the Isekai Suicide Squad show. Because if you haven't noticed over the last 5 years or so, maybe longer, the American comic book industry is being completely flattened by manga and anime. Completely. As we've seen how mainstream anime has become, and how many franchises are, instead of anime being adapted, instead of them adapting anime from live action, it's the other way. It's becoming the other way around. Movie series and TV shows that are already live action are being adapted into anime, and that is exactly what has happened here with Suicide Squad. So I've actually never watched either of the two Suicide Squad movies, either the actual one called Suicide Squad or the one called Birds of Prey. But I know who the members of the Suicide Squad are, because they're all in this show. Or at least some of them are. So, the show actually begins in Gotham City. Not in the Isekai world, it actually begins in Gotham City with the Joker and Harley Quinn. And if you guys didn't know, you probably should do, and you really should know, but if you didn't, Harley Quinn is my favourite character in all of DC. Yes, that includes heroes and villains, and all the series, even though Batman is the only one I actually know anything about. So it's Joker and Harley fleeing from the cops, as usual. But unfortunately for Harley, she gets captured. The Joker doesn't, of course, but Harley does. And she gets taken to the Isekai world. She gets transported to the new world with 4 other people. We've got King Shark, Deadshot, PeaceMaker, and Clayface. And the 5 of them are told that they basically have to help one of the kingdoms in the world they've been transported to. And if they don't, they have bombs that have been implanted within their necks that will explode in 72 hours' time. So they don't really have much of a choice in this situation. And one thing I did find a little bit weird was that how Harley and Clayface don't know each other. I found that a bit strange because they're both from the Batman universe. Surely Harley and Clayface would know each other. Although after Harley, my favourite character in this show specifically is Clayface. If you ever watched the Harley Quinn animated show over the last couple of years that it was airing, if you've seen Clayface in that show, he's not too dissimilar in this one than he is in that one. He's all about putting on a show and being the theatre kid, basically. That he still does all of that. And he also tries to sweet talk his way out of anything. It doesn't quite work because he's in a new world, where at the beginning they can't even. Our characters and the people of the new world don't actually even can't even understand each other. And the kingdom that they ended up fighting for actually takes them in to begin with after seeing how much ass kicking that the five of them do on their own soldiers. They don't want to work with our characters because they're all villains, they're all criminals. But they reluctantly agree because they realise that the five of them will kick some major ass, something that all these soldiers could never do. And back in Gotham City, the Joker is still there. So the Joker never even goes to the new world with them, although considering that there will have been about 3 to 4 more episodes that will have been released by the time this video goes up from when it's been recorded. So the Joker might end up in the Isekai world. I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. And in the kingdom, the ruler of the kingdom, the queen, is not exactly the most friendly or likable person you've ever seen. However, her daughter, the princess of the kingdom, she's a lot nicer than her mom could ever be. And when she comes to the cell that all 5 of our cat villains are locked up in, Harley says that you've been checking me out. Do you want to say something? I mean, can you blame her, Harley, for checking you out? Look at you. You're the most attractive person in DC and Marvel put together. Yes, there's nobody in Marvel that can hold a candle to Harley Quinn's attractiveness. And they simply gave us another form of Harley Quinn to be attractive in. We've got live action, specifically the Margot Robbie version, definitely not Lady Gaga from the second Joker movie that comes out later this year. Honestly, Lady Gaga looks terrible as Harley. She looks nothing like her. That's got to be one of the biggest downgrades ever. From Margot Robbie to Lady Gaga. Like, my god, Harley Quinn live action has had a monumental downgrade right there. The Western animation version of her is attractive, like specifically in the Harley Quinn animated show. And the design of her in that show is the same design that is probably the design of her that they used to base this version of her off. Because the anime version of her looks very similar to the Harley Quinn animated show. And even the Lego form of her. Yes, even the Lego form of her, specifically in the first Lego Batman game. The one that came out in, 2008? That version of Harley, whew, yes please. So Clayface is the first one to figure out the type of world that they're in. He even refers to it specifically as an Isekai. So Clayface is a lot more has a lot more understanding of everything that's going on compared to the others. And I'm wondering, will they make a Marvel type show like this? Will they make a show about a bunch of Marvel villains having to do something similar to this? You never know. I mean, we've got freaking the Terminator, we've got John Wick. We've got so many franchises that previously had nothing to do with anime being adapted into anime. That's what happens when our favourite medium becomes mainstream. It starts taking over completely to where instead of terrible adaptations in live action of anime, we get anime adaptations of other things that are a lot better. Even Cyberpunk Edgerunners from a couple of years ago is a good example. Okay, fine, it's not a live action, it's a game, but a game being adapted into an anime and it looking very good. So to conclude, if you're a fan of DC, you should watch this show. It's really fun. And if you're a simp for Harley Quinn, such as myself, then you definitely should be checking it out. Even if just for her. Which that's mostly what I've been checking it out for. So, thank you everyone for watching. If you've enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. My next video, if everything goes to plan, which it might not, but if everything goes to plan, my next video will be covering a movie, and funnily enough, we've talked about Marvel already in this video. It will have something to do with Marvel. I won't say what, but you can probably take a guess. If you've watched my videos in the past, and the fact that I've told you that there's only one character series that I actually care about within Marvel, if you know who that is, you know exactly what movie I'm hoping to cover next. But until we meet again, farewell.